normal people that are in relationships are doing every single thing they want to do just because they want to please a man. You can tell that these people haven't been one in a good fulfilling relationship, or they are serial relationshipers. Hello and welcome to the channel. How y'all doing?
What's up, baby girl?
My name is not important because we're all NPCs here.
Ice cream's so good. Ugh.
Now, if you don't know me, I like to create YouTube channels and talk about things on the internet. I'm sure you've had plenty of that also, but I'm glad you're here. I just came back home from work, was scrolling through YouTube, and I came across this video which was very interesting to me because the first 2 minutes of the video I watched, I thought, okay, she's just trying to clickbait. Maybe she's trying to say something very outrageous just so people can keep listening, because that's what a lot of people do. They say something, that's how you kind of let people watch the entire video. Boy, was I wrong. Basically her entire channel, from what I saw, I watched about 2-3 videos from her channel and I kind of got the vibe that that's what her channel's about. She calls herself a spoiled girly. Let's watch this video because I have a lot to say about it. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe please and thank you. So this video that I'm about to show you came out a long time ago, and if you aren't on the internet, I don't blame you because it's brutal out here. This video went viral, obviously, because as you can see, I believe it was supposed to be a kind of lesson. A husband is responsible for his wife's Christmas stockings. Also, this is after Christmas. I know I'm filming this right now. Do agree about that. I believe she's using that video that you guys just watched as a basis for the kind of topics that she wants to go into. She talks about the cool girl and the pick-me-shas. She also talks about how you shouldn't be a pick-me-sha. I'm not going to be focusing on the video that I just showed because I think that video was staged, and every single thing that she says about that video, I believe I do agree to an extent, because if you are with someone, it's your responsibility to buy them gifts and spoil them and do whatever it is you want to do with them. So we're gonna go through the video bit by bit, but yeah.
Cool girls are even more pathetic. They're not even pretending to be the woman they want to be. They're pretending to be the woman a man wants them to be. I know we love to make fun of the pick-me-shas around here, but that's humor to compensate for just how awful the plight of the pick-me-sha is. It's kind of like when healthcare professionals make these dark jokes to cope with whatever is happening, because if they actually took things seriously and not joke about it, it's devastating. Cool girls, pick-me-shas, it never ends well for them. And I think the cool girls are like the cooler version of the pick-me-shas. Like, they're not as hateful, they're just doing them. They think that being highly agreeable and getting the validation of the men around them, despite the poor outcomes that they're getting, is perfectly normal. Like, that's what's supposed to happen, because that's all they've ever known. But with time, you're gonna see that being a cool girl is not the answer.
I don't think their pick-me-shas are being hateful. I don't know what the basis of that is, but you could also argue that people that are not pick-me-shas also end up getting the same results, not being agreeable, not being, I don't know, feminine, not being able to communicate well, being masculine, being very disagreeable, being very aggressive, because there are women like that. There are women that are aggressive in their relationship. They can be aggressive emotionally, they can be aggressive physically. You can say the same thing about that, and they still come up with the same outcomes, but on the other side of the spectrum. Doesn't that make you think that you should be somewhat in the middle and not on the two opposite ends? Of something to think about. So she goes on to show the video that you guys already saw, and basically stating that you're gonna end up like the woman. You are agreeable and trying to be a cool girl, you end up not getting presents, people not caring about you and your family. Okay, back to the video.
This is what happens when you embrace the cool girl narrative. You will always have to play the cool girl for the rest of your life. In the beginning, you're gonna audition with your cool girl persona that you custom crafted for this type of man that you're trying to attract. But when you attract a man with a persona that you think they're gonna like that is not in full alignment with who you are and what you are, you trap yourself in this life that you custom crafted for him, even though that is not really what you want out of life.
Okay, so I just wanted to stop there because I think what she's saying is really important for two reasons, actually. Number one is the idea that you have to custom create something for a man. Usually, when people do something like that, when people create a persona for someone, it could be in a relationship, it could be at work, it could be whatever, there is a benefit for you doing that. If I wanted to be a hard girl, like a woman boss, whatever, and I am a woman boss, 100% her. But if I wanted to be that at work, there is a reason that I am that way at work. I want people to perceive me a certain way. So you cannot blame the perceivee for you custom crafting a personality. No one forced you to do that. And that's one thing that she says that I'm kind of like,
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
I don't know. It's always the idea that, okay, I want to do this for the man. I don't understand people that think like this, honestly. People that think like this feel like normal people that are in relationships are doing every single thing they want to do just because they want to please a man. That's not how relationship works. Relationship is a two-way street, okay? This idea of, oh, it's because of the man. You can tell that these people haven't been one in a good, fulfilling relationship, or they are serial relationshipers. I'm just saying people that speak like this, I'm not saying particularly this creator, but it is something to look out for. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just weird.
And then you pass your audition. You get the ring, you get married, you get this married life with children and a dog. You now have to live this life. And so you stifle your own self-expression, and maybe it's easy to be a cool girl, to custom craft a persona, a personality for this one person because you don't know who you are in the moment. So it's easier to just step into what this man wants you to be. But you grow up and then you create a persona and then you step into who you really are. You created this life that is not in accordance with who you are, and the cost of embracing who you really are and what you really want in life is leaving behind the life that you have created.
Second point, I call BS. When people are always like, you didn't know who you were in the moment. It's like, it's okay, babes. You didn't know who you were in the moment. Baby girl, you are an adult. If you went into a relationship as an adult, then you're grown enough to know if you should be in a relationship or not with the other adult that you're in the relationship with. I just hate the whole idea of people just saying, well, you were young, you were naive. And she doesn't say that explicitly in this video, but it does have the same tone. People always use that kind of sentence to excuse bad behaviors. And excusing the bad behavior is you entering into a relationship where you don't even know what you want. Baby girl,
ain't nobody got time for that.
Are you a yes or a no? Are you a go or a come? Are you a high or a low? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just playing right now.
That is the fever dream of this man. And the cost of leaving all of that behind, especially when you have children, is no longer about you. So a lot of women feel like they have to keep playing this role that they auditioned for and they got themselves into, but can now no longer escape.
No one forced you to get into the role. No one forced you to audition for the role. No one took you by the hair and said, come into this theater right now. You gotta audition for Hamlet. If you get the role, you gotta act the role. Don't like the word that she uses, like, oh, to escape. Baby girl, this ain't no hostage situation, okay? It's a relationship. You can leave if you want to. A lot of people leave their relationships, even with kids. You just have to know and understand the consequences to your action.
To make their mom's Christmas special. Because the man who's supposed to make it special for them failed. So this is why I make it my mission to impress it upon you that you need to be okay with being and embodying being an entitled, spoiled gold digger. Because by default, you give, give, give. And the least the people who take so much from you can do is give back to you.
Now that went a whole 180 there, bruh. From being materialistic to a gold digger. I mean, do your thing, I guess.
The fact that this video, with its 6 million views currently, the fact that it resonated with a lot of women is so heartbreaking.
And a lot of people love to complain about, oh, men are lonely, we have a loneliness epidemic.
From this video, it is apparent that not enough men are lonely.
Oh my god. This is what happens when you try to put forth an argument, but then the way you put forth an argument isn't productive, and so nobody listens to you at the end of the day. You don't have to prove that A is true by disrespecting B. Two things can be true at the same time. Men are lonely. The statistics
Gigantonorstis.
Statistics. The statistics show it. More men today are choosing not to be in relationships and choosing not to get married.
Please, okay, thank you.
Not everyone deserves a wife. Not everyone deserves daughters. A wife, a family, children, those are privileges, not a right. And
yeah, exactly. A house, a family, a husband, a family, and children are also privileges, not rights. Okay. I don't understand, bro. What the? Listening to this again, I've listened to this like 5 times because I am filming this video for the 3rd time like this week, because the last one that I filmed was so bad, but I'm filming it again and it is so infuriating.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
the moment we make it clear to men that access to us is a privilege, not a right, that our presence in their lives is conditional, the faster we put an end to our own suffering.
Oh my god, you are not special, baby girl. And I hate the idea of people, especially women, deceiving other women that they're special. You're not. And if you're a queen, you'll be living in Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace. You have a 2-bedroom house with 1 bath, and that's fine. You're living in a regular house with regular other people, going to your regular 9 to 5, enjoying regular things.
Male entitlement hurts us all. And being a cool girl perpetuates male entitlement. And here's the thing. Men love struggle.
Oh my god, this whole male entitlement thing, you don't understand how much I've cringed in the past 5 minutes now. Editing here. I mentioned earlier that there's this whole idea of people focusing so much on what they think the male wants, but forgetting that them talking about these topics makes them male obsessed. So you start to ask yourself, which is it? Are you saying that men are obsessed with you as a woman, or are you obsessed with men and what you think they like? There's this whole culture of people indirectly being male obsessed, but because they're so blinded by what they think a man wants, they come up here and talk about nothing really. There's this animosity towards men, which I don't understand, because most of these men are just doing their own job. They're just going about their own business. You're the one that's carrying this on your head. There's something in my country where they say it's like, you're taking paracetamol for someone else's headache. You're not even the one that's having the headache, bro. You're not the one that's having the headache. Someone else is having the headache, but because you are so pressed about it, you're taking paracetamol, bruv. I should stop with this whole male entitlement thing. Most of the world doesn't think like that. People just want to survive their everyday jobs, have better lives, do better for themselves, feed their families, have friends.
Then, a wise man once said, the high
And here's the thing. Men love struggle. They literally bond through vasopressin, which is a stress hormone. So stress them, make them struggle, make them jump through hoops, be disagreeable, be a bitch, and they will love you for it. And I hate to say it, like, men really do love bitches. Okay, so I was actually I'm gonna post like what the summary of the book says here, because this video is getting too long. But like I said earlier, 2 things can be true at the same time. You can be a very independent person. You can be, I don't need anybody for this and I don't need anybody for that. I'm a woman of my own standing and a woman of my own choice.
But you can also be very feminine. You can also be very agreeable with your person, the person that you're in a relationship with. You can also be very agreeable with that person. You can also be very nurturing. You can be a lot of things. And that's why I said earlier that the point that she makes is someone being a pick Misha. First of all, I hate that word. The point that she makes is someone being a pick Misha is, you know, bad and everything, but then she goes all the way from this all the way to the other end of the spectrum where it's like you have to be a gold digger. Where is the middle? Why can't you be someone who's a pick Misha by her own definition and also be someone that likes to have nice things once in a while? I feel like the problem that people have is they don't know when to be and they don't know when to be not. You don't have to be fighting every single place that you are. You don't have to be in a battle everywhere you are. If you're having a battle outside, you don't got to be having a battle inside in your own home. Now, the book that she mentions, I haven't read it, and to be honest, I'm not gonna read it. I still feel like my point stands that you can be both. You don't have to be a bitch fighting everybody that comes close to you, and you don't also have to be someone that is easily walkable on. And that's what a lot of women should take from this. Do not follow people like this. You can follow me if you want to. Don't follow people that speak like this because there is a different reality that they live in. We need to be very realistic about what we do. And if you keep listening to people like this, what's possibly going to happen is that you're going to get left behind. There might be a point whereby you hit a wall and you're like, what have I been doing? Why wasn't this one of my focuses to think about? This is a cautionary tale because I was watching a video the other time. This woman on TikTok, she was crying. She just had surgery and she had no one to take care of her. Mind you, she was like in her 40s or so. She had no one to take care of her. She didn't have no husband to take care of her, no children to take care of her, and she had to rely on her mom to take care of her. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm not coming for any of this creator. I'm just stating what I think should be important. I do have social media, so if you guys want to follow me, that'll be awesome. But yeah, y'all should stay good. If it's sunny, go outside, take a walk. Stay safe. Bye, guys.